would you say if I told you I ran into a burning plane and saved a bunch of people and risked my life?
You wouldn't do it.
Dustin Hoffman is a hero, but doesn't want to be. Andy Garcia isn't a hero, but pretends to be in the new movie Hero, co-starring Gina Davis. And it's one of 4 big new fall movies we'll be reviewing this week on Siskel Ebert, including films with Tom Selleck, Emilio Estevez, and John Malkovich. I'm Gene Siskel of the Chicago Tribune.
And I'm Roger Ebert of the Chicago Sun-Times. Our first movie is Hero, and it's the kind of movie that shows a lot of promise, but you wonder why it keeps dragging its heels. With more of the smart aleck zip of the screwball comedies it was inspired by, this could have been a lot more fun. The movie stars Dustin Hoffman as a 2-bit thief who is headed for jail one day when he accidentally becomes a hero. A plane crashes right in front of him, and he crawls inside and saves a lot of people, including Gina Davis as a TV reporter.
Can you get me out of here?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I think. Let me help you there. Okay. Give me a hand here, lady. I'm not a damn bodybuilder.
After all of his heroics, Hoffman continues on a journey to the home of his ex-wife, played by Joan Cusack, where he wants to say goodbye to his kid before going to jail. And from the welcome he gets, you can see he just can't win.
All right, if you let me talk for Christ's sake, I'll tell you what happened.
What happened is the same thing that always happens. You blew it. Only this time, you broke your son's heart instead of mine. He was so proud, looking forward to going to the movies with his father, and you let him down like you let everyone down, always. What did you do, take a mud bath?
I kept thinking there must have been something he could say there to clear things up, but then, of course, it would have been another movie. A TV station offers $1 million for the identity of the anonymous angel of Flight 104, but Hoffman is back in court and is amazed to learn someone else has claimed the reward. The phony hero is played by Andy Garcia. He is honored by a grateful nation, and Davis fawns all over him, and although yesterday he was homeless and broke, he rises quite nicely to the occasion and even plays himself in a docudrama.
You're an inspiration, John. You're making us better human beings. Less cynical, more open, more giving. Do you realize that?
Hero could have been great if it had been more cynical, but it's not. It wants to get hard-edged laughs from the irony of a homeless person impersonating a hero while the real hero goes to jail, but it also wants to tug at our heartstrings with a lot of completely unnecessary scenes with Hoffman's son, with his wife, and worst of all, with the Andy Garcia character. They end up on a hotel ledge together, and although that scene could have worked, it drags on and on as everything is explained over and over again. You know what this movie needed? A ruthless editing. Take out 20 minutes, rewrite some of the soap opera sentimentalism, and you might have had something.
And I'll add one more thing to your list, Roger, because I agree with what you said. And that is Dustin Hoffman's character, I think, needed to be rethought. The way he played it, it's very derivative, somewhere between the Rain Man and Ratso Rizzo, and it's not very interesting, frankly, and we see him acting, which is a shame. I read some of the stories about during the production. He recognized that and sort of called somewhat of a halt to production while he rethought the role and all that. And I don't think he has an interesting character here at all.
You know, one of the things in a comedy is we have to see why people do the things they do, because then it's funny. And when he goes into that long discussion about whether he's going to get into the plane or not, that's not convincing. And when they have the long shots of him walking, it's the same walk he used on stage in Death of a Salesman. It's very distracting. You keep seeing bits of other roles coming into this role.
I think there's also a general tone of sort of unpleasantness to the whole production, whereas you're right. This should have been faster paced and funnier and a little sharper, and it is a big disappointment. Okay, next film. And